Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new Game News Roundup. Well, after rumors, reports, leaks, Bethesda has officially announced Starfield will be coming to the PlayStation 5 on April 7th, alongside free content and new paid DLC, which will be available, obviously, also on Xbox and PC. The standard edition on PS5 will be priced at $49.99, while the premium edition will be available for $69.99, which it includes the base game, of course, like the standard edition includes, as well as the upcoming Terran Armada DLC, the previously released Shattered Space DLC, 1,000 creation credits, Constellation Skin Pack, digital art book, and a digital soundtrack. Now, if you buy the standard edition, you can upgrade to the premium edition, with the premium edition upgrade for $24.99, so an extra $5 if you want to split it and get the premium edition content later on. Alongside the announcement of the PS5 version of the game is the free Lanes update and the Terran Armada paid DLC, which will also be available on Xbox Series X and S and PC. And 5 new Tracker Alliance adventures are also available starting today. So we got some new content available today, some new free content coming out on April 7th, and new paid DLC also coming out on April 7th. A new frontier opens on April 7th, when Starfield comes to PlayStation 5. Reads the announcements from Bethesda. This launch invites a whole new community of explorers to step into Bethesda Game Studio's newest universe and chart a course through the stars. If you've long dreamed of captaining your starship, Starfield's launch on PlayStation 5 is your chance to discover the settled systems for yourself. So there's a lot of new content coming out here. So yeah, coming out now, available today, the Trackers Alliance Bounty Series is now complete with 5 new high-value, high-stakes targets for you to track down. These 5 new self-contained stories round out the arc with tougher choices, memorable contracts, and new pursuits that span the settled systems. The complete Trackers Alliance series is now available as a bundle in the Creations menu. All players who previously purchased the Vulture will have access to all the new targets at no additional cost. Once you're cleared for duty, there's no shortage of credits or danger waiting for you. How to access this new content? The first Tracker Alliance contract in the Bounty series, the Starjacker, is available for all players, regardless of whether or not you have purchased the Trackers Alliance creation. To begin the Starjacker, you'll be approached by a Tracker Alliance agent in-game, and they'll inform you that your presence is requested at headquarters in Aquila City. From there, you'll gain access to the wanted poster display and be able to start accepting contracts. To continue this series, you need to purchase the full creation in the Creations menu. Once purchased, all 6 of the additional contracts will be downloaded as separate entries in your Creations load order. Current owners will need to get the Creations menu and re-download the content, but if you've already completed the Starjacker and the Vulture, your progress will be saved. It will be available for 700 creation credits or $7. I would go into details here, but we'll skip this because this is going for a while here. So if you want to read details on this content here, feel free to link below to VG Charts or the official Bethesda website. They also have this information up on there. So moving on here to the free Lanes free update and the paid DLC. April 7th is a stellar day for Starfield. Starfield's most expansive free update yet, and a new story DLC are both dropping on the same day alongside the PS5 version. The free Lanes update is a game-wide evolution touching everything from space travel and late-game content and progression to gear and ship customization and outpost building, and countless improvements in between. So yeah, there's a lot of new content coming out. I know previously people were saying, oh, it's like a Starfield 2.0. And I know Todd Howard in an interview just say, hold on. It's not really a Starfield 2.0. Yes, it makes a lot of improvements, a lot of changes to the game. But he would basically says, yeah, if you already enjoyed the game, you're going to enjoy the new content. If the game wasn't for you before, this is probably not going to be enough to say, yes, this game's amazing now. You're going to love it. It's still Starfield. It's just making some changes. But it's still very much Starfield, so to speak. The version of Starfield will also, officially launch PS5 on April 7th. Since launch, Starfield has received more than a dozen patches packed with thousands of fixes, performance enhancements, expanded options and controls, and meaningful quality of life improvements. New content has continued to roll out, including the Rev 8 land vehicle, the Shattered Space Story DLC, and Trackers Alliance bounty contracts, which we discussed before. Plus over 1,000 creations from Bethesda Game Studios and verified creators, bringing new weapons, spacesuits, basically mods, paid mods and whatnot through the creation shop. So yeah, get ready April 7th with this in-depth look at Free Lanes and Terran Armada with lead creative producer. Yeah, so there's a video out if you want to check that out. But we're not going to watch that today. But yeah, I just want to go through all this detail, some of the details. I don't want to go through everything, but just kind of an overview of everything coming out. So yeah, the Free Lanes free update. Yeah, all content in the Free Lanes update will be available free for everyone, whether you're playing on when it comes out on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, game, or I guess telling, via Game Pass. Free Lanes and Cruise Mode. Since launch, you've been asking for more options for space travel. So there's a big updates to space travel. So we've added the ability to freely fly between planets in a star system. So again, you can now fly from one planet to another planet in the same star system. I'm assuming because of how far solar systems are. All right, let's travel between solar systems. And it takes like an hour, several hours. I mean, I guess technically, if you're not doing light speed, it would take potentially years. But I digress. With Free Lanes and Cruise Mode, you'll be able to take off in any directions, letting the frontier guide you through the massive expanse of space. This is something I wish was there from day one. I enjoyed my time with Starfield, but it did feel limited with the space travel. And obviously, if you explore a bunch of planets, you're like, I feel like I'm seeing the same bugs, enemies over and over again, or the same structures, since they're all randomly generated. It's like, hey. So there's a lot of additions, a lot of improvements that maybe make exploring a little bit more interesting. So yeah, Cruise Mode lets you truly experience the fantasy of life on your ship. Everything you can do while in orbit or docked, you can now do in Cruise Mode. Decorate your ship, chat with your companions and crew, hit up the workbenches. It's all there for you. And don't worry about overshooting your destination. Autopilot will automatically slow you down when you arrive. There are also tons of new space POIs, points of interest, to discover as you travel in Cruise Mode. You'll see them dynamically pop up, and you can change your destination on the fly to automatically head to one of the points of interest. Or you can just keep on moving towards your original destination. New encounters, new space encounters have added to the game. Yeah, this is nice. This is stuff I wish was there from day one. Obviously, New content, man. I wish it was there day one. Of course, unless it's content people don't care for. Anyways, and their frequency has been increased. So you have more space encounters, and yeah, you're going to come across them more often. Increased to give you more reasons to get out there and explore space. Some of these new encounters will pull you out of Cruise Mode automatically, and you'll need to deal with them before you can move on. X-Tech. X-Tech is one of the most exciting new additions in Free Lanes. This new resource will let you customize all your weapons, gear, and even your ship even further. So more customization options. This update will be huge for players who really want that super deep customization in their gear. You'll come across X-Tech through combat and exploration on bosses, and in chest and ship wreckage. You can customize your weapon effects. We've updated the way you upgrade your weapons to allow you to use X-Tech to reroll your legendary effects until you get the one you want. You'll get 5 rerolls that you spend X-Tech and credits on, but don't worry, if you don't get the one you want after those 5 rerolls, the full list will open up. And you can pick the modifier. So you do 5 rerolls, like, okay, you didn't get what you want. All right, here's the full list. Now you can pick what you want. It would be nice if you just gave you the full list from the get-go, but I guess it'd be a little too OP otherwise, I'm guessing, maybe. Tier 4 Legendary Effects. Free Lanes adds a new legendary rank for your weapons, helmets, packs, and suits once you have a rank. 3 Legendary item. You can apply a new rank for effect for credits and X-Tech. Again, I'm going to do more of an overview on this. Outposts. Shared outpost containers. You can now install an outpost container at each of your outposts that will allow you to quickly and easily share items and resources between outposts. Thank you. Makes outposts a bit more useful. Database. The new database system will appear in your character menu. Outpost pet. Add the joys. Yeah, you can have an alien pet owner. You can have a pet now. The Millie Whale outpost pet. Starborn abilities and new game plus. So upgrading Starborn ability. So yeah, if you don't know, you got some. I mean, it's not really magic, but you could just say magical abilities while playing the game as a Starborn character. You can now rank up your unlocked Starborn abilities using Quantum Essence without starting New Game Plus. Yeah, that's something you had to do before, was do New Game Plus after you beat the game. And finding additional temples. Become a Starborn superhero and max out your favorite abilities and favorite Quantum Essence from the powers meant to be able to quickly refill your power meter. And more. Anchor Point Station. Anchor Point is a new star station with vendors and quests, so new place to check out. New ship modules, so you can do more stuff on your ship When you're customizing your ship, upgrade module slot. You'll notice as you're customizing your gear that there's a new upgrade module slot that lets you upgrade a specific stat like range, rate of fire, etc. on your gear. Colony War action heroes. There are 27 Colony War action hero collectibles for you to track down. Collectibles to find. Many more planetary points of interest. Thank goodness. You'll notice an increased variety in types of planetary points of interest as you explore. Yeah, that's one of the things of going. I did some exploring, and after a handful of planets and moons, whatever, I'm like, all right, it felt just lifeless and pointless. But I guess it's kind of realistic. Most moons and planets are pretty bare. It's just not the most interesting. Yeah, new elite crew, fan favorite NPC can now be added to as an elite crew member. New side quests are available. New land vehicle, bounce your way through the surface and start with the new Moon Jumper land vehicle. With this impressive boost capabilities, the Moon Jumper is built for verticality. Asteroid base moon, for those with a lot of credits to burn, you can now purchase a very ritzy asteroid base to call home. So you have a ton of money, you don't know what to do with it, you can now spend it all on a new asteroid home. Yeah, you'll just own an asteroid with a huge mansion built inside of it. Of course, why not? New enemy modifiers, new weapon skins are available. Photo mode poses with the Rev 8. New camera features. This is all free. What we discussed here, free content. You don't have to pay anything. This is all new stuff for free. And alongside this is the new Terran Armada story DLC, which launches alongside the Free Lanes update on April 7th, and of course alongside the PS5 version of the game. It'll be available for $9.99. Or if you just buy the premium edition on PS5, the premium edition upgrade, it will be included with that, along with the Shattered Space DLC. Brand new story and companion. So this is with the paid DLC. So if you pay for this, a new threat has entered the settled systems, believing themselves to be the true children of Earth, the Terran Armada. I'm getting vibes of the Terran. It's the Terran Empire? I'm trying to remember. In Star Trek, the Mirror Universe. I'm trying to remember. Is it the Terran Empire or something? The evil humans or something or other in the Mirror Universe? It's been a while. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, if you even know what I'm talking about. But anyways, the Armada is made up of members of the United Colonies and Freestar Collective who vanished during the Colony War. The Terrans are an advanced military force largely composed of robotic soldiers. The new quest line in Terran Armada is woven into the fabric of the settled systems. When the Terrans first arrive, their motivations are unclear, but the fate of the war against the Terran Armada will have consequences that ripple throughout the galaxy. Not all Terrans have it out for the settled systems. Along the way, you'll meet your new companion, Delta, a reprogrammed Terran Armada robot. He's not evil, but he's definitely not good. So he's kind of, he's not evil. He's not good. He's in the gray area. It's a robot that's been reprogrammed. Kind of reminds me of Terminator 2 when Arnold Schwarzenegger, the T-800, was reprogrammed to be good. Anyways, sounds like the perfect addition to any morally gray captain's roster. Incursions. The Terran Armada DLC also adds the new incursion system. So it's a new system. These can occur almost anywhere in the settled systems and are both a key part of the DLC storyline as well as repeatable content with great loot to collect. You can see where the Terran incursion are on the star map, so the choice is yours to avoid them or take them head on. Think carefully before you jump in, as nearby Terran technology could prevent you from quickly jumping away. You'll need to get far enough away or shut down the incursion to successfully grav jump. Be aware, there are encounters out there that can pull you out of cruise mode. Incursions range from small skirmishes to large-scale infiltrations of Terran vessels, where the objectives can vary. Some are story required, while others are optional. And more. There's new ship and ship parts available with this new paid DLC. You'll be able to pick up new schematics for new Terran-specific ship modules. You'll get access to new double-decker halves, a big new cockpit, and structural parts that have a NASA tactical appearance. And if their ship parts aren't enough for you, you can just acquire the whole ship. New gear. New military force means new military gear. We've got more, more modern day. Less sci-fi, more grounded weapons you can collect now. New elite crew options. Want more robots? Maybe something a little cuter? Visit the well in New Atlantis. And kick off the spare parts quest to get an adorable little Model G mini-bot as an elite crew member. Pre-built outposts. We know you love building outposts, but sometimes it's nice to just have a quick and easy place. So yeah, you can have a pre-built outpost that you can drop. New outpost decorations are available. And that is about it for the paid DLC for Terran Armada. Again, will be available for $9.99 or with the premium edition, the premium edition upgrade. And then obviously the content for the free lanes, free update available for everyone. And along with the new Trackers Alliance content available starting today. So that's going to do it for today's video. Again, Starfield officially coming to the PlayStation 5 on April 7th alongside the free lanes, free update, and the Terran Armada paid DLC. So yeah, if you enjoy this little video here, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Some more videos on latest gaming news, gaming sales, and gaming industry information. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all around next time.